Daybreak, everyone. It's about that time of year. Students are heading back to school, and one of the most important things in maintaining your focus in class is, of course, nutrition. We're here at Kirk Supermarket this morning with nutritionist Andrea Hill. She's here to tell us all about what you need in your lunch kit. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We always love to be in Kirk Supermarket. There's so much to choose from here, but there are certain items that we want to make sure we get in our lunch kit.
Absolutely.
Tell us about those staples that sort of create that blueprint for your lunch kit.
Yeah, this is a very overwhelming, frustrating, challenging time of year for a parent, I think, because it's really hard to keep the excitement of lunch. With their children, especially if they have picky eaters, or if they have kids that really just want that PB&J, as you said before, and kind of going beyond that. So we want to give folks out there a helping hand by providing them a lunchbox blueprint. So where I start off with is number one, include a protein food, right? Now, protein, what is that? That is your staying power. That is your child's staying power in class. It's going to keep their blood sugar level, going to keep them focused. That's where we get things like, tuna salads, roast chicken that you chop up into chunks, turkey breast, and so on. Even vegetarians, hummus would be an option. There's a lot of vegetarian kids out there today.
I was going to say, some people can't really eat meat or certain types of meat, but you always have those bean-based proteins.
Absolutely,
right?
and even using canned beans, actually, in this case, little chickpea salads or spaghetti with lentils into the tomato sauce. These are a lot of common vegetarian type choices, but we need protein, and sometimes protein can come in the form of cheeses, right?
Dairy as well.
Dairy, absolutely. So we've got little, mini's a good thing for kids, right?
Yes.
They like little things that way. So mini baby bells, little mini cheese sticks.
Yeah, and it also requires less preparation for parents who are in a real hurry. You can just take one of those and pop it into their lunch kit without having to cut things up and spend a whole bunch of time preparing things.
Absolutely, and I think parents can appreciate that with their hectic schedules. The next part of that healthy school lunch is including whole grain. Our kids are not getting enough fiber. They need that for a healthy digestive system for later on in the years. So little ideas, thinking beyond the sliced whole wheat bread, maybe little pitates, again, little bite-sized things maybe that they could dip or use the little mini cheeses with. For gluten intolerant kids out there, celiac disease, again, don't even go with bread, although we do have gluten-free breads here, but pretzel sticks that are gluten-free that maybe they can wrap up little deli slices with and totally have a completely different type picnic lunch. Also little sandwich thins, little mini pockets, again, where they can just stuff a lot of things in, or just crackers, almost like a homemade, sensible Lunchable, right?
I was gonna say, when I was a kid, I did have Lunchables quite a few times. I grew up and I thought to myself, maybe that wasn't the best option, but we do have lots of crackers that are whole grain crackers that we can replace bread with as well.
Absolutely, and then this also creates more excitement for the child. It's not such a mundane, same old type lunch again, and hopefully it won't be traded, because that's another thing that kids do. So you want to get that excitement going, and another way to do it is visually through that next part of our template, which is including a fruit as well as a vegetable every lunch.
So not just fruit. We always fruits tend to be a little sweeter. So I think, sometimes we cheat and say, okay, well, I got that food group in there. We kind of lump them together. But it's important to have both fruits and veggies.
It is important to have both. And sometimes, the whole lettuce, tomato in the sandwich, that gets tossed out the window, or it makes the bread too soggy. So no kid wants to eat that lunch. I mean, I wouldn't even want to eat a lunch like that.
Absolutely not.
So sometimes you want to, again, think maybe little mini things on the side, mini carrot sticks, mini cherry tomatoes even. And sometimes, although these are fruits again, you have little pulpy pureed type fruits that, again, these can actually go with the child.
Right. I'm actually just going to pick this up here so we can get a good look at it. These are basically, it's not even a juice, which I thought it was at first. It's basically just, like you were saying, pureed fruit.
And it's in an easy pack and go. You can eat it as you go kind of thing. And for kids that are not wanting to do the whole, although we do want to still encourage this, because this is also, of course, still important, this provides, maybe a nice change to the boxed lunch, maybe, a couple times a week, maybe try something like that. And then, next week, maybe try a little grape pieces or slicing up your banana and so on. But definitely still trying to encourage the vegetable side of things.
Right.
And if a dip needs to go along with that, I mean, get the dip in there, you know? And even, you know, factoring in a treat with a vegetable. So if there are mums who like to bake out there, you know, preparing a carrot muffin, a zucchini muffin, a pumpkin bread type thing, where kids might not actually realize that
Don't know what
these
they're
sweet
eating.
things,
The vegetable is in there, but you're disguising it.
Absolutely.
Very handy trick when it comes to kids and getting that nutrition in there.
Yeah.
So you have lots of different options here to create or to satisfy sort of that blueprint that we keep calling it, of the protein, the fruits and vegetables, as well as the whole grains.
Absolutely.
And also definitely want to remember the hydration.
Absolutely. I mean, it's hot.
Yes.
I mean, I think more so than other years, it seems. But we definitely could stand a good lesson in hydrating ourselves and keeping that fluid in there. Water is definitely one way to do it, but our fruits and vegetables also provide us with a lot of water as well. So as long as we can factor in those fruits, those vegetables, as well as some hydrating beverage, then we can enjoy playing outside. We can feel very focused in the classroom, and hopefully kid comes home with an empty lunchbox that they've actually eaten.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They didn't just throw it away or feed it to the dog.
Exactly.
Like that.
Exactly.
Thank you so much, Andrea, for
Great.
inviting us here into Kirk's Supermarket.
Yeah.
And we hope that everybody's gotten a really great idea of all your options out there. It's really, you know, there are a variety of things you can do. And back to school time is always a great time to start a new trend. So if you struggled in the past with boring lunches or your children not feeling satisfied at school or just bad eating habits, this is a good opportunity to get yourself on track. All right, more Daybreak is coming up right after the break, so stay with us.